Welcome to my channel, guys. So in this tutorial I'm going to explain you about electrical vehicles in the Simulink. Okay, so there are two scenarios which we are going to discuss in this video. This is also a vehicle model, electrical vehicle model, and this is also electrical vehicle model. Okay, so as you know, in the hybrid vehicles, which are not basically purely electrical, they have some kind of ability that during the travel they're also able to charge themselves. So what we do, we convert kinetic energy of our vehicle into chemical energy of the battery. Okay, so this is the one way of charging our vehicle. So in case if you're going on a long drive and you are expected that your battery may die, so in that case this model is very handy, that you can pick up this car and it will also charge itself during the course of travel. Okay, so this scenario is explaining about when the vehicle is being charged without, you can say, when the vehicle is in the parking mode. Okay, so this model is showing us in the simulation when the vehicle is in the charging mode and in the parking mode as well. And this is telling us that okay, we are traveling to a certain distance, maybe like 20 kilometers or 25 kilometers for a certain time, maybe like 3 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and we're gonna see the efficiency of this motor, like either it charges or discharges our car or not. So this is our driving cycle. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a simple overview, then I'm going to explain all of this to you. So this driving cycle is basically, you can say, acceleration, deceleration, and all of the things. So to model these electrical vehicles, okay, so this is the thing we are getting. Okay, to model our vehicle, we can divide our system into three main parts. Okay, the vehicle dynamics. The vehicle dynamics are like the simulation of the battery, the vehicle dynamics, and the controller system, and these are the input conditions. Or you can define, these can also be defined as the driving cycles. So the vehicle dynamics will be about like, okay, what is the suspension of our vehicle, how many tires we are using, okay, what is the weight of the vehicle, what is the distance from the tires to center of gravity distance, okay, what is the resistance we are facing, what is the inertia. So all of the dynamics part would be coming here. And this is the battery. Okay, we are using two battery types. Okay, here I have designed the battery by using cells, and here we are using battery which is basically a simple lithium ion battery. Okay, and and the other thing is the controller. This controller is basically for our you can say the motor. The electrical energy is basically used to drive the electrical motor, okay, which then runs our vehicle. So we're gonna have a controller system, and then we're gonna have a motor module. Okay, so in this way our vehicle would be designed. Okay, we can design this thing extensively, but this is, you can say, this is designed in a very, you can say, open way, and this is designed in a compact way. Okay, like here we are using driving cycle, here we're using a simple battery model, simple motor model. Okay, and the dynamics are not defined in such a detailed way. Okay, so I could do this thing as well, like I can use this model and apply the same thing, like use of you can say the charging of the vehicle during the travel time. But what I have opted to give you two main things, like the designing in a compact way and designing in an open way. So what we will do, we will define here our, you can say, here's our voltage source. Here we'll define the, you can say, the voltage capacity of our vehicle. Okay, this is the capacity of our vehicle voltage. Okay, like average we can define like 300 watt or 400 watt. Okay, and then we're gonna define our power of the vehicle. Okay, and then we're gonna define about the dynamic part of the vehicle. And this thing, and this DC-DC converter is basically used to convert the chemical energy being produced into a DC source. Okay, so that DC source is going to a generator, PMSM generator. Okay, that generator is basically used to generate electricity that drives our electrical vehicle. Okay, so these are the, it has also subsystem which can be used as well. And here we have, you can say, defined our some initial parameters like acceleration, deceleration, and when we run this thing, we get, for example, I'll show the result of this thing. Okay, it's telling us the thing I was telling you initially, the charging, discharging. Okay, and this thing works in a way like when you apply brakes, the kinetic energy is being converted to chemical energy. This is the voltage, okay, and this is the current, and this is during the course of travel. And during the parking mode, we are charging our battery up to like 150 or something like that in about 3 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, so in AH, okay, this is the battery charge. And then we have some okay, the battery electrical losses. These are very low, 5 or 6. So in this way you can design this thing. Okay, first defining the battery, then if I'm using a voltage source, then using a controller system for battery, then using a vehicle dynamics, and this is how we can do this thing.